Welcome all. Welcome. Sorry, there was a small glitch. Welcome all the participants and welcome to the High Performance Entrepreneurship Series. Today, it's a happy day for me. I have my professor on my show. So, who really supports startups. So, I'm a really fan of him from college and whatever he does. And welcome back again to the 35th day of High Performance Entrepreneurship Series.
Thank
There is a
you.
small glitch. Can you hear me, Jasir? Can you just check?
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kabir. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
So, dream big, aim high, start small. Start very small so that you start making impact. Start very small so that you master, you build a discipline around it, and you are able to focus on it. And once three of these align together, you start becoming a scalable startup, and that's when your high performance entrepreneurship journey starts. So, this is a series of 100 days, and welcome all, and thanks for supporting this journey. Today, I have my friend who is an expert in sales to take this meeting forward. Vinod Panikar, we call him VP. So, to take this meeting forward, I call Vinod Panikar to the stage.
Thank you very much, Kabir. And my job today here is to invite some eminent panelists that we have today. First of all, a warm welcome. Good evening from Dubai and wherever you are in this world. We have some amazing panelists today and they will be sharing their wisdom with us. Firstly, I would like to call upon someone who is currently working in Cochin University as a professor. He has got he has eight granted patents and two patents in publishing and two patents in process. Out of the 25 years he was doing teaching, 5 years he was teaching in UAE in an American university. His passion is to help startup help get patents. He has an extensive knowledge in agribusiness and he is a technical consultant for startups in Maker Village, a digital university powered by central government of India. Please put your hands together to welcome Dr. Santosh Kumar. Dr. Santosh Kumar,
Thank you. Thank you
a
very
big
much,
welcome
Mr.
to you, sir.
Vinod. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Vinod.
The next panelist that we have is a LinkedIn coach and a personal branding expert. He is the co-founder of Bistrits and FarmChip. He has 20 years of experience in technology and travel. Welcome to Mr. Jasser.
Thank you
Mr.
so
Jasser,
much, Vinod. Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
thank you. And the third one is someone we all will be proud of because he's still in college and he has a startup. His name is Amin. He is a founder of an ed startup, No Time, and still in his final year. Way to go, brother. Please put your hands together for Amin.
Thank you, Vinod. So,
Okay, so I would request the audience to raise their hands if they have any questions for our eminent panelists so that you can be unmuted by our moderator, Mr. Kabir. So I will start with Santosh sir. He will start the event by giving an introduction on what his expertise is and what he currently does. Then I will be asking him some questions. So, Dr. Santosh, your time starts now, sir.
Thank you, great, Mr. Vinod. Thank you, all the panelists and all the members who are present here. A very warm good evening and a good Sunday evening to you all. So, first thing I have to say is that apart from my teaching and a lot of other industrial experiences and interacting with different people and different cultures, of different cultures across the globe, one of the things which I came to conclude is that, the concept which you have to begin with, or this is an individual thing which you have to start with, is that have an idea, you should or you can patent it. Okay, so you should keep on, knocking your own brain, willing to try and try, and then you can come up with the patent concept to be, completely. And of course, when you're considering the concept in India or any country, on UAE or Germany, US, anywhere, so one of the most important thing we all come across is that about how to patent it, what all things you can patent it, and how what is the duration of your patent. All such things comes into picture. And so we'll see that, one by one, when we come across the discussion as well. Then, of course, whenever you go for a patent in any country, first and foremost thing, you have to determine what type of patenting are you going to do. And for that, you ought to do some, search. Now, how do we do it? That and all will come in the discussion. You have to conduct a patent search. Then you have to come up with an, prepare the, the patent documents, like, what all you have in your brain. Please put it in black and white. We always say that put it in, maybe from the faculty, we always say please do write, make a note of it. So you need to have a detailed description of the invention, claims, then the drawings you are having in your mind. Yeah, even it can be in hand dribble, drawn, or an abstract of, summarizing. And we always say that whenever you do, better you choose a local agent or an attorney. Why? Because they are always, they're basically a lawyer who are no experts in this one, and makes our, the applications and everything, a little more, easier. Of course, it is available on in online as well. Okay, and once this goes to the concerned patenting office, the patenting office will go through that one, and there's some duration of time. Yeah, and after that they give you a, what do you call, an approval or a signal that, yeah, your patent is okay to publish, and they get published in the public domain. Then, the people, you have just like anything you publish, there will be a lot of people opposing it. That comes, when you publish a paper as well, the same thing comes here also. So if there is anything, you have to vet, and even the patenting office also come up with some of the queries which they have to know, which we have to ponder, or give a feedback onto that. Of course, there is some time durations which they will be giving. On that basis, we have to give them a feedback on that. So we have patent lawyers. If you just Google it, you can get it in every country. Yeah, and of course the fees also are there on the thing, but so that nobody is getting no full about the patenting file. And of course, as I said, your idea and your patenting is only yours. You need not give or share your ideas to anyone unless until the patent is filed or it's published. Okay, so basically that's basically the overall, and this all comes under the intellectual property rights, yeah, of any of the country. So the any of the invention which you have, that should be, or whatever can be, patented, which has a creativity, yeah, it can be intangible, or it should be, exclusive. And some of the trademarks are there, copyrights. These are other aspects which normally comes under the, in the IPR, intellectual property rights. And of course some of the industrial designs. As you know, some of the, cars when they come, just like Mercedes Benz, when they come up, every new brand has at least 20 patents, coming along with each new model. And of course, each country, either lacks or, goes ahead with the number of, patents which we have in the cars as well. And we have the controller of patents designs, for each country they have that one. And the controller general of patents generally will give you the patents or the trademark or the design, or the, the global indicators or the copyrights, or if it's for an, plant, you want to patent, and so on. And of course, there's some filing procedures also that's available in majority of this, this thing. And we use the terminology as the, first examination report, which normally takes, and if it's a normal procedure after 18 months. If it's there's a fast track also which comes into picture, which will be maybe in 3 to 4 or 6 months of time. And there are various forms also which you have to apply, depending are you doing it alone or through a company or through a government organizations like us. Yeah, this all differs. And the last point is about the startups. That's my say and my thing which I and Mr. Kabir have been discussing and talking. Our dream is to come up with a lot of people come up with ideas and see that startups also patent the product or the concepts what they have, so that that becomes their unit entity and they have the full sole right. And one of the most important message for the startups for each country differs. For Indian context, around 80% rebate you'll have for the patent fee. That's a government fee for the startups in the country. And we have a number of countries coming up across the globe for the startups. And let's see that in future we have a lot of companies coming up, yeah, with the startups, and and have their own patent concern or connected to it. I think that's a brief note I can give. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Santosh. From the way you were speaking, it is very evident that you eat, sleep, and like what you said, a walk all about patent. You have so much knowledge. So let me ask you something which someone like me will understand. How can patenting help a startup? You are on mute, sir.
Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. See, basically, how does it help? Because I'm connected with one of the startup ecosystem, one of the biggest startup system of the country. Yeah, and Miko Village also, whereby you can see that there are a lot of startups. They just make the product, they work on it. So somebody comes and they take a duplication of the idea of the product. So again, when we go for the next interview, they come up with something more or less the same, or a little bit of difference, but they will not be, because many of the things may be maybe a copied one or some of the duplication of that one. So when you go for a patenting, once it's filed itself is enough, that becomes a uniqueness of their the product. So no one across the globe cannot make a duplication of the same thing. That's one of the important thing. And as I told you, and there's a lot of rebate for the fees point of view also, for the that was for all these startups, around 80 percentage, and that varies from the country to country. Yeah, and they are given the priority to start in the ecosystem of the government, whereby very nominal, less than $50 or of rupees, of or maybe 3,000 to 3,000 Indian rupees, which they have to pay as a rent for the whole space for a month. So that is another motivation for the startups. They have 24 by 7 high connectivity. Yeah, and with all, when we say startup ecosystem, you have all the amenities available also. So that helps them to
Okay.
design, develop, and come up with the final the product of it.
Okay, great. So I would request our audience, anybody, if they have questions, please raise your hands. You will be taken up by Mr. Kabir and unmuted to ask the questions. I will ask one more question. So, can you give a case of a previous care, like what you said, any one startup that you had helped them patent, and now they are pretty successful?
Huh. See, there is we ourselves have around 8 patents. So that's along with my PhD research students, along with my colleagues, we do it. So one of the product which we made initially that filed, this was again, basically for protecting the banana plants and all, flexi trees and all. So that no, initially it took around 5 years to get the patent. granting of that one. But still, we did not lose hope. We were working on it, we were testing it, and we were giving to the thing, and the farmers were testing it. They were giving the feedback, and no, ultimately when the no, but we still no, unless we it was all success. But inside our mind or inside our heart, we still haven't. No, we didn't get a patent. No, it's no. So, but once the patent was granted, no, so the confidentiality within us as well as within the the farmers who are using it also has doubled. So this is no public thing. It's just a no because which I tried or got is an Indian patent. Yeah, of course you can get patents of different countries also. There is other procedures for that one. You can do it. And similarly, some of these startups, we have guided them and helped them also how to get the what do you call and there is a lot of patenting companies who are extracting the let's say coconut oil. One people are there, they're doing hydroponic system, and the thing all this thing they're using technology. AML is being used. Yeah, and of course we use the only thing is that it's to an agreed domain which I have been associated with.
Okay, so it's mainly for the agri domain, specifically you're speaking about, right, doctor?
And need not be because patenting is a generic concept. Like my focus was onto the agri domain, what I have been working on. But
Okay, so if
patenting is a
I
general concept, which can be adhered to any of the fields we require. Of course, there is some section where there is prohibition. Otherwise, any other sections you can do it. The method and
okay,
methodology is more or less the same.
and how long is the patent valid once you get it?
Patent is valid for 20 years, 20 years it's valid, and after that, that comes into the public domain.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Santosh, for like igniting us with that knowledge of patent and what all we need. Definitely, you gave us like you need a local agent, attorney, and all the other technical things that needs to be done. It takes sometimes around 5 years, and it is valid for 20 years. Amazing. We'll come back to you. Now, let me welcome
Thank
Mr. Jasir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Jasir.
Yes, you know that.
Yeah. Please share something that you would like to ask or you would like to share.
Well, definitely. I have a lot of questions basically in and around this topic. So I know that for startups, it's really important that they get patents. There are pros and cons that some of them debate. Like it is basically it is a protection of intellectual property. Patents grant that exclusive rights for a invention or innovation that you bring, like says like it's usually 20 years from the date of filing, I think, and there are other advantages that for startups like market advantage that they have in a competitive market. And then, of course, it is good for attracting investors. And when you talk to angel investors or venture capitalists, they always ask if there is a intellectual property and whether it's patented and all that. So it's really important for startups in all of those senses, including licensing and. It also helps with their evaluation and all that. So I know that it is important, but at the same time, some of these startup entrepreneurs, they also say it's like it's costly and time consuming process, and they say that sometimes that in order to get the patent you need to there is the disclosure requirement, right, and all of that. So also the maintenance cost connected to that. So I'd like to start with asking like you have been working with startups and um, uh, you have been supporting startups in Maker Village and all that. And how do you see the importance of patent, or especially with respect to the disclosure requirements?
Huh. You see, thank you. Yeah, I think you have no, covered nearly a lot of areas. But one thing I have to say, which comes to my mind first, see, the cost, it is not costly, first of all, first and foremost thing. And as I told you in the introductory part, like around 80% of the government fees are completely, are exempted for these people who are having startups. Another important thing, again, the 80 or 90, I can say even 99 percentage of the people who are coming for the startups, they do have some funding agencies like Nidhi Prayas or Byrack, or no, there are a lot of funding agencies right from the state to the central. So the fun point won't become a big hurdle. That's one of the wrong notions which people see. I have been researching onto this one maybe from 2010 on. So more than 10 to 15 years I've been behind this. Getting the patents. No, so everybody will say, okay, give me the idea, give me the thing, right up, I'll get you patent. No, that's not the way you do it. And see, once you put it in a public domain, and if it's a patented one, so nobody can copy it. See, for example, as I told you, like Mercedes, whenever a patent comes, that's of course the disclosure has to be there, and that's in the public domain. Then everybody should have copied the Mercedes Benz, and we should have been Mercedes Benz on BMWs on the roads. So that's not actually the thing which can happen. So even any of the products, which you come up with, say for example, there was one of the startup in Maker Village who now collects the toddy, from the nira, which we call, from the top of the tree. So it is actually very difficult. So he has taken a lot of patents for each and every instruments which is used for collecting that one. So there is again people who are there, from the robotics point of view, for the mobile computing, for the drones point of view. No, a lot of things are there, but we have to see that what is that unique thing. No, you may not have to patent the whole thing. At least one of the particular thing which is very unique enough, which will be of course very difficult for others to come up with. Yeah, that's what. And when you're disclosing it, no, it's not mandatory as on date that it should have an prototype or a working model. No, it's not mandatory. But whenever they go for the examination, they look for that if it is in what do you call an industrial application oriented one, or can we get industrial applications out of that product. No, that's one of the main reasons what they look into. So you don't have to worry any of the startups. That's very it's a very nominal thing, and that is also you have to pay it in very installments also. So you don't have to pay a very huge amount. It will come on to very less. I think 50 to 60 or less than 70,000 only, and that too in installments. And that too, if you have a women, that one you get again discount on that one. Again, if you are in again this policy again differs from country to country. Yeah, and but the generic policies are there, which are countries who are trying to promote the startups. Yeah, to a great extent. And the patent, of course, patenting is a policy. It's a global policy, of course, with the amendments what the concerned countries make. But they have to adhere to the UN regulations as well. So never it will be a costly affair, and that was a wrong notion. Also, even I too had that notion that patenting is not for our thing. It's only thing that US or Germany or the people or the great scientists only can do it. No, 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 no. You can do it. That's why I said no. If you have an idea, you can patent it. Anyone can patent it. I think I just
Yeah.
answered your query.
Yes, yes, yes. And coming to that, I guess there's something that many of us are, not so knowledgeable about. It's like when should you patent, and what all products and services can be patented and what cannot be. If you can give us some general idea about that, that'd be great. So,
Oh, sorry. It was on mute. Yeah, sorry. I'll just repeat once again. Yeah, see, answer to your question. See, one of the most important aspect is that no, we used to say everything under sun, but now we have to say that anything under the space we can patent it. That's the first thing which I have to say. And number two is that, basically, any idea, any concepts, you can pick it, except some of the, just like, there is some section 3 and section 4, which says that, like, some of the, you cannot do atomic energy, you cannot do, patent something related to nuclear plants, and there are some of the plants also which you are, you are exempted from, what do you call, patenting. Yeah, otherwise, anything and everything, yeah, you can patent. And but see, that's what, no, I told you the other aspects like trademarks, copyrights, and also if it's a literary works, that all goes to there. Yeah. So otherwise, any of the concepts, any of the invention, it's something, it has to be new. So that's why you have to search. There are a number of, sites which you have to look for, where you have to see that, this particular thing is available or not, or somebody else has tried, or it is, there in the public domain. If that is not there, surely you can go for that one. And what I say, and again, it's not an. I was just going through one of the book by, Fraser Doherty, yeah, about the 48 hour startup. So see, he was just saying that, no, a weekend is enough for you to, get a startup. And I say that, 2 days is enough for you to, dream or, come up with the documentation for it, if you have the proper or the full knowledge about the patenting aspects. Means you should have. So whenever you do the searches, also you are searching, the whole, the global database. You're not looking for a particular country's database. You're looking for a global database. So in that global database, and you're betting with that word. See, actually, you yourself, any person who is going for a patenting, they themselves are the lawyers. You have to vet yourself with all other things. Then only you go for the filing. So that's how, then again, when you're filing it, there's some of the, it's an, what you call the lawyer language. We all know that, as we have seen in movies, or no, or some of you might be lawyers also here. So there is some of the language in which that has to be, given in that particular format. That's why we have to take a patent agent or a patent attorney, what we call it as. So they will make it in that particular language, which has to be, submitted to the patent office of the concerned country. Is that
Thank you.
fine?
Yeah, back to you,
Thank you very much, Doctor, and thank you very much, Jasir, for that question. Now I understood anything under the space that is unique can be patented, and definitely would refer to the 48 hours startup book, Doctor. Now I would like to call the our young gun, the college means the guy who has founded his company during his college days, Mr. Amin. Can you please unmute yourself and ask Doctor and
Yeah,
share
hi
your
all.
opinion
I
on
mean,
this subject?
yeah, I'm now fourth year BTech IT, and Santosh sir is treating me in this year. It's a privilege to be here. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. So, I have a question for you. Um,
Thank
is there any privileges for students who get into patents, and how much time will it take to get an idea patented? And as a students, they have to get ideas to get patented. How much time it will take, and what are the privileges for the students? Can you explain that much part?
Yeah, thank you, Shamin. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, see, and that's again, as I told you, I am here into teaching and consulting for, past 25 to 27 years. So one of the most important thing, which even I was thinking about, yeah, is the concept of this, patenting concept. But no, the number one answer to your question, yes, students can patent it, and students should patent it. That's my first and foremost answer. And when you should do it, you should patent it before leaving the college. Why? Because in the final years, the companies will come, and many a times when you join the company, no, now they're going to add another one more column, which you all will be coming up, seeing that one. Do you have a patent? So what happens is that some the companies take the patent. That's the one other thing. So whenever you are into the company, I have many of my students who say, "Sir, we have been working for 2 3 years." Yeah, I don't say the companies, XYZ companies, all multinational companies. They have, "Sir, we have been working, we are hoggy," and finally, they not even put your name as an inventor. Also, the whole thing goes to the company. You understand? So, and that's then again they take an undertaking when you join the company. So I always say that students, of course, they haven't. So concerned college or concerned universities where they work on, they have the under the different schemes. There is the funding coming up from the either from the department or from the there's some no quality improvement programs or the state government or the central government, depending on the what type of and how much of your funding is required. Yes, that's what one thing which you students has a privilege whenever you're doing in the campuses. And of course, you people can do it yourself in the campus, and if it is concerned through, it is through the university or the no your colleges, I think it is free for the students as long as they're in the campus. Once you are out, yes, still you can do it, but you may have to get some of the help of the, or you have to put the faculty's name also, or any of the person within the concerned education institution or the organization, and put your thing. Yeah, that way also do it. So when you're doing it no, outside, you can still do it. Yeah, there are n number of agencies across the globe, across the country, across the state, but you don't, you should not fall prey to the people who will be researching with you. You should have an first hand and a proper information about the the consultants who are there. So unless they should not fool you people. So you just see that how, what are their status, what is the company there are. So we have a lot of companies across who are doing, and just check for the rating. Now you all know that we all look for the ratings and the number of follows and so XYZ and all. So then on depending on that, of course, you can go for the rating. Am I answered your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, answering from question for me and all the students who down there in the audience section. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir.
Hi, Vinod. Uh, sorry, Vinod has a small glitch. Is, Vinod, can you hear? No. So I'll go to the next speaker. So again, very happy to be here with sir. So next from the listeners, let's call Banerjee Bhaskaran. Banerjee, can we have your question and a small intro about yourself?
Hi, thank you, Kabir. Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Banerjee Bhaskaran. I'm a business consultant. I'm stationed in Trivandrum, South Indian city. So, Doctor, thank you for your presence here, first of all. Highly appreciate.
Thank you.
So, as I mentioned, I'm a business consultant. We are into business consulting, industry. So, how this patent is relevant to my business? That is consulting, business consulting, industry. Can you just give some idea about that, sir? Please, thank you.
Okay, just a question. What sort of consulting you do?
All right, we are assisting an organization to set up their system process procedures, and also we help them for marketing strategies, and additionally we guide or also we mentor the owners for their vision, mission, and organizational culture, and definitely the structure of the organization, all these type of the total business consulting we are doing for an organization.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Banerjee. Very good. I really appreciate you for joining this program. Yeah, see, as I told you, yeah, any of your business firms whom you're consulting with or whom you are a consultant, if they have an idea or if they want to do it, or if not, also you can promote them also, to come up with a pretending of their product or a process of anything of that sort. Yeah, that's one and foremost thing. And in if it you being from India and part of the Trivandrum, I think Cochin University in Kerala, we have an IPR in IPR cell is there. We can do it through that one, or you might be having a number of attorneys are there in maybe in Trivandrum also. Only thing is that you have to just make a search for that, and then they will be helping you. But you can still you can go to the the website directly. No, you don't have to. No, just like you can go to the there is a website for all this thing in ipindia.gov.in. Yeah, you can just go into that one, and you can just see the various procedures for getting a patent in here or finding a patent in the country. So this will be because I have to just put in word of which I'm a fan of Abdul Kalam sir also from long, maybe from my young days itself. So he has given one of the thing which again motivated me to work on this one of the area. Like he said, any country's education and economic, growth, or index will to a great extent depends on the number of patents you have. No, that's one of the important thing which everybody. So if you being a consultant, I think you can help the companies who are you dealing with. If it's a product or a service, you can go for the patenting procedures. No, as I told you, normally it takes 18 months. If you go for a fast track, of course, you have to pay a little more fee. Yeah, and that you can do it in 8 to 10 months of time. Yeah, am I answered your?
Thank you, sir. It was indeed a wonderful insight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Banerjee. And now I would like to call Mr. Anup. And what I would request means the speakers to say is your name, where are you from, and what you do, and your question. Mr. Anup.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope you can all one of you can acknowledge that you can hear me well.
Yes,
Can you all hear me well?
clear.
Okay. So good evening. Thank you. First of all, Kabir, thank you very, very much for letting me join the session. This is very insightful and valuable. Thank you very much, and I'm really grateful to you for letting me join the session. And this session is especially exciting for me because this is the chief speaker is Dr. Santosh. He was my professor too. And Santosh, sir, good evening to you. And it's a great privilege and honor to be here on the call with you, and probably getting a chance to ask you the question. Thank you. So just a quick introduction about myself. My name is Anup Amuni. I'm the Director of Pre-Sales and Consulting for a company called Code Green Systems. We are a cybersecurity solutions company based out of Dubai, catering to the GCC region, but primarily most of our revenue comes from Dubai, UAE. But we do have clients across the GCC, and we are a cybersecurity solutions providers. And why the session is exciting to me is because I can't think of any other area other than patent could be getting more exciting than for a technical person like me. So there was, I think, pretty much all the questions were very well addressed, and I think I can't think of any other question except one that I have, which is about the timing of the whole exercise. Santosh sir clearly said it's going to take approximately 5 years time. My question is there a way to shorten this? Because I understand it's worth investing 5 or 6 years on getting the patent, because the patent is going to last with you and it's going to be an exclusive intellectual property of yours for the next 20 years. So I think it's worth spending 5 years time. But as a technology professional, 5 years to a technologist, I'm sure the other gentleman, the young gentleman by name, I guess his name is Amin, would reckon my statement or second my statement that 5 years of investing for getting a patent, I think it's for a technology professional, it's way too much. So my request and my question to Santosh sir is that 5 years mandatory, or are there ways to shorten this to a couple of years or a year or something around that? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Anu, and very happy to see you after a long time. Yeah, online. I really
Likewise, sir. Thank
appreciate
you.
that question. Yeah, what you asked for. Yeah. See, please don't misunderstand me, because this is one of the bad experience. Maybe I only, or maybe many of the people who might be there in this one also had. So that was my first patent, which only took 5 years. Other patents which I have 8 patents granted at hand right now. That all took for me 8 to 10 months, 8 to 12 months only. 8 to 12 months only. So I just repeat that one very clearly. So don't dishearten yourself. No, 5 years of age, no, of time is a huge time. Yeah, but still, no, we didn't know. I said that one because no, I did not lose the hope. That was my first patent, because we had to. It was interdisciplinary, so we have to run to department, and the patent office at that time, it was when it was in 2017 we filed. So it was not. I don't know if it is structured or unstructured, but no, there were one day when we go on asking asking them every month, they used to say that we don't have the expert in that particular area or this particular field, so we have to get all this one. Yours is an interdisciplinary. So all that was one of the main problems we had, but we did not lose hope. We went on parallelly with the other thing. So again, to you, I'll just do a surprise. Again, we got another two patents granted before this my first patent granting. So only this first patent took this 5 years. Other all we got it in 8 to 10 months of time, or 8 to 12 months of time. And something got rejected also. We again sat for that one. We corrected because we are 100% sure that that does not exist. So we still worked on it, and again worked on it. No, because the first and foremost thing what I tell all of you is that please have not 101% faith in yourself that whatever your idea is correct, and you're 100% confident. No, and you have to be prove it also that is correct. Then no problem. I can tell you, even only thing is that there is a little bit of phase difference. Rest everything is very perfect that you can get it very fast. Okay, so
Thank,
please don't
thank
wait
you
for
so
five
much. No,
years.
no, that sound. No, sorry, I must have, or I must have misunderstood when you heard said that first. I think you said it very well. Probably I must have misunderstood. I apologize. But it's all the more compelling when you said this. It's going to take an year's time, and I think up to 80% of the fees is going to be waived off by the government for promoting these kind of IP registration in terms of the patent. So sounds very exciting,
Eighty
and
percentage is for the startups. For startups.
startups. Yeah, understood. Yeah, I mean, I think most of these days, if you look at it, the way, and in my limited humble experience, most of the interesting in the tech space, the patents are being filed by startups, right? Because that's where the new ideas comes up so fast than the traditional players in this space. So I think it is definitely a huge plus for all the startup and aspirant entrepreneurs who are looking up to starting up their big ventures, and starting with the patents, and especially with the such a fees reduction, or the fee rebate, as well as 8 to 10 months or up to 1 year's time of getting the whole thing done. I think it makes it all the more compelling and exciting. So thank you for your time, and thank you for all the answers. Thank you very, very
Thank you very
much.
much, Sundar.
Thank you very much, Anoop, and to all the valuable audience here. Anyone who has got a question, please raise their hand, and when we call you, just state your name, where are you from, what do you do, and to the questions. And I can see Mr. Ganesh raised his hand. Mr. Ganesh, the mic is over to you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Ganesh. I work for an educational services organization called Chrysalis, and I'm based out of Chennai. Dr. Santosh, I think the way you are expressing things, it's like patent for dummies, if I may qualify it that way. I have another question to want to flip and ask. What's the process for patent infringement? Like, for example, you have filed a patent and you have been awarded a patent as well, and you start looking out and you feel that somebody has actually infringed on your patent, then what's the course of action for that? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ganesh. Thank you for that. Of course, see, I think Sam Petroda case might be one of the best example for that one. Hope you all might be knowing that he was a person who bought the STD ISD to our country, and he is based in US. And once he was in the airport in US, yeah, he happened to people working on the digital diaries, and we all might be using early in 80s and 90s and all. No, that there was a digital diary. So it was, to his astonishment, he just went and took one of the thing who's one of the passenger was using it. It was Cashews. So Cashew was using that digital diary. So he went and filed a case. And I think it went on for 2 to 3 months or years. I don't recollect. But end of the day, the story is that he got more than $3 million as a compensation. So of course, infringement is, of course, you have to. It is, as the name itself, infringement is something that you're trying to copy or get into somebody's intellectual property rights. And if that is noticed, and if it goes to the concerned court of law in the jurisdiction, yes, you will get the compensation for that. And that's why, to a great extent, this attorneys helps us also.
Thank you so much, Dr. Santosh.
Thank you, Mr. Ganesh.
Thank you very much. I would request the audience if anybody has any questions, you can just raise your hands and you will be brought on the speaking panel. If there is no raise, okay, I see. Okay, then I'll give it back to our LinkedIn expert, Jasir. Hello, am I audible?
Salman speak. I just want to before.
Voice clarity problem on your audio now.
Yeah, I think there's a just a try. There's a voice.
Yeah, Jasir, I think you may try continue now, or I think it should be okay now.
Am I audible? Is that
It's better now. Yeah.
Better, better.
yeah? I was just asking like, did everyone on this panel speak before I continue with some other questions? Mr. Okay, okay. So I had a few more questions before that. Like when you talk about this patterns, like we, for example, we did the patent in India, and if a company does that, like, how does it stand internationally, like in other countries? That's how does it work? I wanted.
Thank you. Yeah, I was expecting that one question for sure. Yeah, see, that's again one of the most important aspect which we all have to do, because whenever you, that's what no the either no the that's why to a great extent the attorneys will help you out, or the patent agent will help you out. See, for example, when you file a patent, for example, if you patent it in India, yeah, that get published. Okay, after searching all that, no initial phases and all that get published. Then after that, no, within 18 months of time, you can put it as a normal way which we goes. So meanwhile, they'll be asking you that would you like to patent in other countries? Like if you want to do it, patent in US, Germany, or UAE, or any of the countries, or no Australia, or many countries, and they have the concerned countries will have their own fees. The government fees are there, so that we have to remit. Once you remit that one, yes, you can get the patent. So one of my students just told me, sir, when you do that patent, you do it in do extend to Germany also. Why? Because as Mr. Ganesh has asked for that infringement, but there the patent is protected, of course, by the government. Apart from that one, the government protects you like also. Whoever is doing a patent, they see that the person who is patenting, they also are protected. So I think in that way it's a good thing, but which we don't have anything of here. Just like people take patent, and just put it in shelf. No, that doesn't make any sense. We make a patent, just see that that goes to the market, and a lot of people get benefit out of it. That's very important. So any of the country, answer to your question, whichever country you want to do, yeah, some countries don't allow, but majority of the countries they do allow. And there, no, I think for US, I think it's if you talk about the Indian rupees point of view, I think it's around no 4 to 6 lakhs and all. Yeah, for Australia it's 1 lakh, and it differs from country to a country. That we can get it from the websites as well. Thank you.
Right. So we need to do that for every country that we want it to be protected. And is that how it works, or like?
Yes, very true. See, for example, I'll tell you my one product which I made for it's an belt, it's an mechanical or a material which we made, hardware material which we made, that is for protecting the bananas from the blowing of wind. Now I took that for India, but if I take it for US, it's of no use. I spent this much lakhs of rupees, and no, there is no banana plantation much in the US. So there is no point me taking that one. But if I go with an some of the some circuitry or an IC or a chip which I'm designing it here, yeah, then that might be, because a lot of things are coming up from from US, than what we think about that to come from India. So in that case, if you take a patent from US also, yes, that will going to give you the the real mark for that one.
Right, thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
Back to you, Vinod.
Thank you very much, Dr. and Jasir. Now, can I please call Mr. Salman to introduce himself and ask his question?
Hi. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Salman, you are audible.
I thank you, Mr. Vinod. Thank you, Mr. Kabir, Jasir, and thank you very much, Dr. Santosh Kumar, and all other delegates who are with us in this fine evening. And thank you very much for organizing such a wonderful event for the evening. I just have a the last question, like just a continuation from Mr. Jasir to Mr. Dr. Santosh Kumar regarding the patents, like if someone holds the patent rights. So for example, I'm Salman. We are doing business consultancy in Saudi Arabia. Most of our business is business setup services. We help foreign entities to incorporate their business in Saudi Arabia. So most of our clients are foreign entities. Sometimes they have some patents, or some persons individually have the patents, and they wish to share this patent with or they wish to collab this patent with another manufacturer, or like another entities. So what all are the legal procedures in terms of sharing the rights with another entity? This is my question.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Salman Farooq. Thank you very much. Are you from Saudi? You're right now in Saudi?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great, great. I appreciate. Thank you. Yeah, I'd say for that one, this they said Patent Cooperation Treaty (PCT). We call it as a Patent Cooperation Treaty. So there are a lot of countries who are part of it. So if the concerned country which you're coming or you're consulting with, if they are a member of the PCT for international applications, yes, you can do it. So there is no much problem. And of course there's a priority rights also, that again concerned countries rights they give. We say for example they allows for you for claiming priority based on the earlier filed applications in other countries. Yeah, so some of the countries allow that claiming of the priority rights also. So if any of the member country or the country which you're talking or which you're dealing with or which you're consulting with, if they are a member of the Patent Cooperation Treaty, yes, you can do it, not a problem. All the your applications and your this thing will be cleared soon. That at the time of I told you at the time of applications also you can the attorneys will help you, or you can just check also which all countries you can patent it also. All the things you can get it from the website. And you know the local, because the concerned local attorney will be knowing the rules, because I said no, basically they are the lawyers so of the concerned country or the state where are they. So they'll be more familiar with the laws to that country, pertaining to that country. And these are the additional things that these consultants are having more knowledge on this particular specific areas. So to a great extent, yes, you can do that one. And please check that if they are the member of the PCT, Patent Cooperation Treaty. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Santosh, and much appreciated for your valuable information. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much, Mr. Salman, for that question. There's one more question hand raised by Mr. Amin. Mr. Amin, you can ask your question.
Yeah. Patenting software products in India is restricted, right? If anyone, those who want to patent software products, is there any alternative way that can do?
Yeah, I would say as on said, because there is a lot of no what do you call lot of people has representations to see the say that the software also has to be patented and all. But as on date, software cannot be patented in India. Of course, but you can do it in US and all. So, but you can do as an integral part of some hardware, something attached to it. That's the way how you can get it. But still, I don't know. I've been discussing with a lot of the attorneys also why such a hitch is there. Yeah, because if that patents can be software, the software can be patented in US. Why can't it be patented in India? So that's one of the questions still arise. I don't know, but I think there are a lot of representations made to say that maybe it's because the Indian IT, because this all comes under the IT Act also, and we have an Indian Patent Acts also. Yeah, so there are a lot of amendments coming up. So we hope, or maybe I think we can expect that very soon. Because see, any patenting or anything which we work on, there has to be a real, what do you call, an infrastructure to be made to check for the genuinity of the software, the coding, all these things. So I think maybe because of that lag or the delay, where we are waiting for that particular thing. Yeah. So many people who in India, what they do is that they look for the countries where you can patent the software, and they try to sell it in India. Well, or the countries where they don't have that one. Yeah, but this and one thing is that if you come up with a hardware attached to it, maybe a chip or a processor or any of the thing, yeah, then it will be easy for you to do it in the country. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Amin, for that wonderful question. And thank you, Doctor. Now it's time for our parting notes. So I will start with Amin. What is the takeaway that you have? And please share with our valuable audience today. Amin, we'll start with you.
Yeah, hi all. If anyone who wants to patent, just contact Santosh sir. Yeah, I have been in his class for the past 4 months, and let me tell you, he's a valuable and a good teacher. If you want to know anything about patenting, he'll be there. He'll be helping you in all the process, and that's what I have to tell you. Thank you. All.
Thank you, Amin.
Yeah, thank
Mr.
you. I mean,
Bassett.
thank you for.
Thank you everyone for attending, and let me express my sincere gratitude to our expert speaker here, Dr. Santosh Kumar, for sharing these valuable insights. And I'd say, like, remember that knowledge is the key to success, and understanding this patent process is crucial step for startups and any companies for that matter, who would wish to thrive in this world of innovation. So with that, back to you, Vinod.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Bassett.
Thank you
So
very much.
for me, it was like I thought it was only for KFC, Coke, or McDonald's, but Dr. Santosh has enlightened me today, and to all our audience also. So the parting notes from you, Dr. Santosh.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's what, no. So I think you all should have an idea when you leave this place. Yeah, and in your mental space or in your heart, you should have a little bit space for something innovative. We all read, you all see movie, you all chat, you all follows of lot of instas and all. Yeah, please try to see that if any one small thing, if you can come up with, so that can may change the whole universe, I can say. So let that be the beginning. Have as Abdul Kalam sir used to say, dream. So I will say that dream for patenting, and see that make your dream come true. How you can get the patent granting. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Santosh. And for me, as you said, you have ignited a spark in me, and I will definitely look into it, dig into it much deeper. And if there is any help required, I will definitely come to you. Giving it back to Kabir.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll hand this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vinod. I would like I would like to hear some more from you as a parting note, Vinod.
Now, for me, as you said, this was something which I had never thought about. That for me, this is something for multinationals and for competitions and all this protection and all this thing. But now, what I understood is any idea under space can be patented. It takes process, and we should do that. So, if we have a unique idea and something that can be done in an innovative way, we should be doing that. And to all the audience, I would request each of you over here follow each other, merge with each other, collab with each other, and let's together, like what you say, no, help each other to achieve each other's dream. That's it. Back to you, Kabir.
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good note. Yeah, if you people can, no, maybe 100 or no, 10 or 15 people can collaborate, I think we can just do wonders globally. I think we have participants from across the globe that can be, can be collaborated and can be done. So I really appreciate. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
Vinod. Thank you, Vinod, for conducting this session. And this was a great session. And I'm very happy to have Dr. Sandhu sir, who was my professor from my engineering college. I have Anup Amuni here, who is the first batch from the IT branch here. And I have Amin here, who is the final year student from the engineering college. So for me, it's a 20-year back. I still feel that coming to the college, and me and sir, we are like at least 1 month, one day we speak to each other, and that gives me a lot of knowledge from him. So apart from this, if you want coaching on patenting, if you want coaching on patenting, Santosh sir is doing coaching on patenting. Please do DM him, or you can contact me also. I can connect you to sir. Apart from that, it is LinkedIn. Get connected to sir, and try following each other so that we all can grow and we all can uh, contribute to each other's success. You have to have your IP rights set. You have to have your patents ready so that you get strong valuation for your startup. So, as I always tell, dream big, aim high, start small. And with this note, I'm going to end today's session. So everyone can, if you want to join the Chumawa community, please do put message. If you want to volunteer for these sessions and the morning sessions which are happening, the power morning and the fitness session which happens in UAE 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. If you want to volunteer for that, if you want to participate, please do let us know, and we'll be happy to bring you in. Sakshi, sorry, since the time just got finished, I'm not bringing you up now. You were there today. So, with lots of love from this part of the world, PC Kabir signing off. In the count of three, we are closing the room.
Okay, thank
So,
you,
everyone,
Kabir. Yeah, very good, Evan. Thank you. Great.
welcome, sir. Bye bye.
Thank you.